boogity, 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 get up on your feet.
Well, hello, it's me again. Welcome to another edition of the DW Show. Speaking of the DW Show, we're getting ready to go to a showdown in Talladega. Now, T for Texas last week, T for Talladega this week. And did you like the racing you saw at Daytona? It's kind of all over the place. Oh, I loved it. Oh, I hated it. It's kind of all over the place. But you're going to see a very similar show at Talladega Sunday that you saw at Daytona. But the two-car draft, the breakaway, the pusher and the pushy, or help me. You know what? You guys could help me out. Could help me out a lot. You can go to Twitter, AllWaltrip on Twitter, or right here on YouTube, or face somewhere. Give me some ideas. I don't like having to talk about, well, he's looking for a dancing partner. We all know that. That's old. That's old. We need new stuff. Give me some new ideas. What do you call these two-car hookups? Keep it clean. Keep it clean. But what would you call it? When you see these two guys get hooked up, shove each other around the racetrack 15 mile an hour faster than the competition, I'm looking for a great name. Love bugs? Not so much. Whatever. I can't, all the things that we said. Synchronized racing. Two-car breakaways. Those are all they're kind of boring. Help me out. Come up with a name for these two cars hooked up, pushing each other around the racetrack. If somebody comes up with a good one, who knows? I might send you an autographed Dale Jr. hat. You thought I was going to say DW, didn't you? No. I'll get you a Dale Jr. autographed hat, because I know the board pretty well. Speaking of Dale Jr., do you think this might be the week? You think this might be the one? We've been building up. We've been getting a little momentum. We've been getting some confidence here. He and Stevie Letarte. Could be the week. Everybody's been pointing toward Texas. Had a pretty good run at Texas. Didn't get to win. But Talladega. When I go to Talladega, when somebody mentions Talladega, you know the first thing that I hear in my head? Junior! That's so every time, if you say Talladega to just about anybody around here, Franklin, Tennessee, and around these parts, first thing they say is, Junior, Junior! So we'll see how it works out Sunday. I hope he does win. He's had a long dry spell. Be good for him. I think once he kind of breaks the ice again, gets back to victory circle, I think the floodgates will open. I think he's sitting on top of something right now that could really turn out to be big for him this year. He's up to 6th in the points. That's the best he's been forever. So I'm happy for the boy. I'm glad to see him doing well. He's smiling a little bit more. He's having a little bit more fun. I think it's going to pay off. But Talladega, so unpredictable. And you know why? It's really one of those simple things that it's almost like the blind obvious, one of my favorite sayings. It's because of where the start-finish line is. If you put the start-finish line back in the middle of the travel like every other racetrack is, like Daytona is, you'd have a lot of different winners than what we already have. But because the start-finish line is all the way down toward turn 1, man, when you come off turn 4 at Talladega, you have no idea if you're going to win or not. Matter of fact, most of the time you're just a setting duck. So when you come off turn 4 and you got cars all around you, you have no idea. We saw Kevin Harvick put a great move on Jamie McMurray last year. We saw Regan Smith. In a lot of people's eyes, Regan Smith won the race that they gave to Tony because Tony actually crowded Regan down on the apron, but NASCAR didn't see it that way. Tony won the race, Regan didn't. That's a cat. If you want a dark horse, I say keep an eye on Regan Smith. David Reagan is another great little restrictor plate racer. He has a win there in the Nationwide Series. Pick you some favorites, and if they don't get taken out in a big one, maybe they'll have a shot at winning the thing. But you also need a few dark horses going to Talladega because there's always surprises. There's always first-time winners. There's always people there drivers there that you just would have never thought had a shot at winning. The thing I like about Talladega, just remember this, 43 cars start that race. It's the only track we go to where all 43 guys have a chance. Or at least they think they have a chance. Most of the time when you go to that racetrack, they or to any other racetrack, guy says, I ain't got a chance, I'm going to park the car. Not at Talladega. You want to hang in there all day long. So, hey, let's go to Talladega. Help me with those names for the 2-car draft thing. And let's see what happens at Talladega. I thought Texas was pretty fun myself. I love the strategy. Matt Kenseth, that's another guy to keep an eye on this weekend too. A lot to keep your eye on this weekend. We'll get back together next week. We'll talk about it. See you then.